Almost 2 months of the Ukrainian counteroffensive resulted in no strategic victories, only some tactical advances. Even the recent large-scale attacks in the Zaporozhye region did not result in Ukrainian control of any new strongholds. Meanwhile, losses of the Ukrainian army are growing rapidly. Stuck on the southern front lines, the Ukrainian military abandoned their attempts to simultaneously advance in different directions. They concentrated forces for large attacks in the areas of Orikov and Velikaya Novoselka. As a result of the recent major offensive, Ukrainian forces captured some positions on the outskirts of Rabotina but failed to enter the village. South of Velikaya Novoselka, they forced Russian units to retreat from Staromayorskaya but failed to gain a stronghold there. A new wave of Ukrainian offensives resulted in Russian counterattacks. Over the past days, Russian forces took back control of some military positions north of Rabotina. Russian counterattacks also continue in Staromayorskaya. Neither of the warring sides is in full control of the village. Since the armed forces of Ukraine failed to gain a foothold in the settlement, they increased their pressure on Urozhaina, located on the Russian eastern flank. In an attempted pincer move on the village, Ukrainian assault groups covered by artillery fire attempt attacks on the village. After heavy rains complicated the work of heavy military equipment in the steppes, fighting on the southern front lines has weakened in recent days. Meanwhile, both sides are actively using their air forces for strikes on enemy positions. The Russian aerospace forces are still profiting from their dominance in the air. On July 30th, 12 Russian Tu-95MS were spotted in the sky, launching strikes on the reserves of the armed forces of Ukraine in 3 areas on the southern front lines. This is reportedly a record number of Russian aircraft simultaneously operating in the area. As a result, Ukrainian reserves suffered significant damage. The Ukrainian military is aimed at breaking through Russian defenses between Urozhaine and Novodonetskoye in an attempt to reach the village of Kremenchuk, located on the road. The main goal of the Ukrainian offensive is to first take control of Starominlovka, which is an important logistic node of the Russian grouping in the Zaporozhye region. Then the armed forces of Ukraine are set to split the entire Russian grouping deployed in the south and reach the Sea of Azov in an attempt to cut the land road to Crimea. However, the Ukrainian military is yet to reach the first line of the Russian main defense on the southern front lines. It is not clear if the Kiev regime, armed by NATO, can find enough resources to achieve this goal.